Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing with the French Empire in the Law Resistance expansion. So before we get started in today's episode, I'd like to just briefly mention something about the American stimulus package, which was just signed by Donald Trump, since I had brought it up in a previous video. So now that it is passed, and it is going to happen, we can now say definitively exactly how much everybody's getting. It's going to be $1,200 per adult, and then $500 if you have a kid. So, like for us, for instance, we are married filing jointly, so we'll be getting the $2,400 plus another $1,000 for our two kids, for a total of $3,400. So I had stated in that previous video when I had talked about this that you would need you might need to do your taxes in order to get it for 2019, and it turns out that they can actually use your 2018 taxes. So if you've done taxes either in 2018 or 2019, then you should be getting the money. But one thing to consider is if you're one of those richer folks that isn't going to be getting the full money, which I think it's $75,000. If you've earned $75,000, then you start getting less money. And I don't know exactly how much it is. You'd have to go look it up if you are one of those people. But basically, the more you've earned, the less you'll get from the stimulus package. And so that might affect you if you're using your 2018 taxes, or if the government uses your 2018 taxes because you haven't filed yet in 2019. Then what will end up happening, if you earned more money in 2019 than 2018, then you might end up owing money because they use the 2018 taxes where you earned less money. So you shouldn't have gotten as much from the stimulus package, if you know what I'm saying, guys. I don't know if I'm being clear here, but basically that's the only thing you really need to be concerned about if they're using the 2018 taxes instead of the 2019. And I just wanted to make that clear because I did bring up the fact that, you should probably do your taxes. Though I would say that you should probably have done your taxes a couple weeks ago when we first heard about this stimulus package, or, a week ago when I brought this up, simply because, it could end up causing issues if you are one of those people who earns a lot of money. Other than that case, if you're somebody who earns over $75,000, then this isn't going to affect you if they use the 2018 taxes instead of the 2019 ones. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I just wanted to bring that up just simply because I had mentioned it in a previous video. So now that we have the full information, I thought I should share what we now know. Alright, so rather than this guy go here, let's have him instead go through this opening here, grab that province, while this guy's going to take this airbase and grab that province, and then hopefully cut off all these troops because there's a lot of divisions right here. So this will just make the conquest of the Soviet Union so much easier if we can get those guys cut off. I mean, it's going to be pretty easy any damn way. Let's go ahead and grab that victory point. Let's have these guys go over here. That's also an airbase. And these guys go here. In fact, we're going to have them go to multiple provinces here. Let's go that way. And then these guys are coming to take that. And we're just going to continue pushing forward towards the victory points. I know he's getting kind of far ahead of the rest of them, but I feel like it'll be fine. Alright guys, so we're invading the Soviet Union, and I don't expect this to take too long, guys. Not at all. We don't have the AI in control of all of the fronts yet. We're trying to wrap this up first, and also I don't want them really in control of anywhere where we have. I mean, look at this shit, man. It's this is so incompetent. You're attacking across a river here against 11 divisions when you could very easily cut them off. This is why I don't like putting the AI in control of anything, because they're so bad, man. They're so bad, and you can't stop them. They'll just keep doing it unless you send them to a different task, which I find to be the most frustrating thing. If I tell somebody to, if I tell the AI to stop doing something, I wish it would somehow register that, because it can do that. You can see the difference between an AI move and a player move. You see how it changed color? So the game does track whether or not the player gave the order, or whether it was the AI that gave the order. So with that being tracked, I just don't understand why it can't kind of register that, hey, I just gave this division an order and I don't want it overrided. It'd be nice if it did that. I think that'd be a really cool feature. So we're going after Kiev now. Somebody needs to finish up this victory point. We're still trying to wrap these guys up as well. So let's go ahead and make sure we get everybody attacking here. so we can... Ooh, what happened there? Apparently I had the wrong division selected. Oh, he was assigned to this front. That's what happened there. Alright, so he's going over this way, and I think we should be, yeah, done here now. So just kind of ramping up these little pockets here. And cutting off Soviet troops, man. Alright, so some of these guys are not on fronts. They're not doing anything anyways. Let's go ahead and push forward here. We've got Novgorod. We could go straight after the capital, but there's really no reason to like race towards Moscow because they're not going to capitulate when we take Moscow, guys. Again, with the new features, if you aren't attacking in the east, it's about the line's right here. You have to conquer all this territory here in order to get the Soviets to capitulate. With the east being taken, I think it's right about here now. Which, remember, this, you know, up along the Ural Mountains here, this was the line you had to do without the east being taken before. So that just shows how much it has changed. I mean, that's a lot of extra territory from here to here. That's a ton of extra territory you have to take now, which, you know, again, is just part of the balance changes that they've done with this patch because of the ability to affect their capitulation with your operatives. So speaking of our operatives, we actually are still doing the prepare collaboration government with the British. So 22 days we'll complete that, and that'll increase compliance. What was it, 20%? I don't know, I think it was 20%. Yeah, and that's a lot of work for 20% compliance. And that is one reason why they have rebalanced that, because it's just not worth it. Just not worth it. All right, so let's see here. So we do have, remember, we do have these guys in control here. We don't have the Red Army in control of the AI, so we're having to do it ourselves. That's fine. Overall, the fronts are just not looking great. They're kind of messed up, but that's okay. We'll leave it as is. I'm not too worried about it, guys. Again, they do not have, look at all these troops we just cut off here. They do not have the numbers to really cause us any real issues here, guys. I mean, they're just vastly outnumbered. Let's go and attack here. Yeah, they just don't have the numbers between having to fight the two different fronts, all the losses they've taken, which, you know, we played a big role in that. We've killed so many Soviet troops all over the world, so they're just not going to be able to deal with us, guys. I'm going to attack there. Just make sure at all times we have troops attacking and wiping out all these surrounded troops who are, as you can see, trying to break free here. And it's not entirely the most efficient way that we're doing this, but that's okay. It's fine. All right, so we did defeat those guys. Excellent. So let's go ahead and take them and have them move on over here. While this guy's going to continue taking these victory points for us. And we'll fix all the fronts once we get all these troops that we've cut off. Once we get all them dealt with, we'll fix the front lines. So I think it was it the naval bombers that we just got? I think that's what we just got for the carriers, so we'll go ahead and update those. So we'll need to get the strategic bombers so we can drop atomic bombs once we get them. We're still a little bit a ways off from getting those, though. But what I wanted to go ahead and do first is I wanted to build the new battleships, but then I realized that we do not have the new guns yet for them. So, I mean, really all you're doing is increasing their speed, giving them a little bit extra health, but really not increasing their attack. So we want to go ahead and get the new battleship guns. So we're going to do that now. And also, oh damn, we lost the submarine. Also, we can take a look at the situation over here. I wanted to move more planes over here. Let's see if we've got them. We should be able to move some more naval bombers here. Hopefully. Let me see what we've got. We could always use close air support too, because it looks like we have some of those. Yeah, we actually do not have a ton of naval bombers. But what we can do is just get like a wing of 100 here, and that'll be fine for now. Just kind of help out here, and then we'll also go ahead and place fighters again if we have them, which we very well might not, because remember I moved so many planes to the eastern front. We have close air support. Yeah, plenty of close air support. We actually are going to deploy those over here, so we don't have fighters there, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and deploy some more fighters. I'm trying to see. It's really hard to see what zones we control here. So yeah, we can go ahead and put some more fighters out there. Let me just see where the most needed place is. This will get these up to 800 once we move them out of this zone, and it looks like we did finish those up, so we can now move them to the zone. We're talking about moving them to this one here. We're looking to see if we have any other air bases. Look like we actually have one there, so we'll just go ahead and move our planes over to there now. So let's get them going here. And then with these guys, these are a close air support. We're going to move them over here as well. And then it looks like we have some planes here. I think we can move them all over here and it'll be fine. It looks like, yeah, it should be just at that number there. So this is what we've got here. So let's go ahead and move more close air support. I actually want them down here, and we actually have close air bases. So let's go ahead and move to them. I think that should be exactly 1,200 there. So we'll have to take, go ahead and move some of the close air support over to here. I know these are just level 1s, so they're not great. They're pretty old. That's okay. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the more ground crews in all 3 of these regions. Oh, apparently not, because we're doing them in other locations. Let me just see if there's anywhere else where we can no longer do, or we don't need to do more ground crews. I think that's it. Yeah, this should be good. Let me just double check here. Yeah, that looks good. So let's go ahead and sign them there, and then we should start earning more as well. Okay, so just continue pushing forward and getting this done, guys. Just make sure at all times we have, you know, the troops are pushing forward. And let's go ahead and go here. I think those guys are already going there. Yeah, they're already going there. So let's go grab that air base. We're gonna go ahead and take that province as well. Go and attack over here, and we'll just go ahead and give them that assignment. And take that one right there. Again, just continue pushing forward here, getting these guys wiped out. And we are going to attack across the river here. I know it's not incredibly efficient, but we're going to do it anyways. And just trying to get that pocket dealt with. Alright, so a lot of troops here need to get assigned to additional orders. I'm going to take that airbase there. Looks like we're having some issues here. Overall, the fronts are really messed up, guys. I'll just kind of fix them as I notice issues, but I'm just not going to concern myself too much with fixing them because, you know, they're going to change. The situation's going to change here very rapidly. So when we see divisions sitting around not doing anything, or, you know, moving to another front when they could be pushing forward, we'll fix those instances, but other than that, I'm just not going to worry myself with it. So let's go ahead and push, see how we want to do this. I think the best way to do it, since we'll be coming up along here, is to just kind of push all the way over to this province here and just go the fastest route. Though it would be nice to take that victory point, so we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll have this tank unit and just push all the way down there so that any troops that are here will be cut off once we take these provinces here. Again, just if you cut these troops off and destroy them, it just makes the overall conquest so much easier. So that's why we're kind of doing that, even though at this point, like, they can't even defend against us. I mean, they have no ability to stop us at this point, so it's not really necessary, but we're doing it anyways. All right, let's have these guys come over here. I think he's going right there. Yep. So we're going to have these guys. In fact, let's have him go here next, and he'll just go to that province. Okay, any divisions that we see just kind of sitting around, we'll make sure that they push forward. And there's another situation where divisions, like, yeah, you can see they're taking railroads to go to some other location when they could be pushing forward right there. That's what we'll do. We'll just kind of fix those. And once we have the fronts fixed, maybe I'll put the AI in control, simply because, like, you know, the Soviets are done for, guys. So I wanted to see if we are ready here. We actually are ready. I went ahead and changed this front, or this invasion order, so that they don't have as many divisions, so that we can just get it done. So I want to send them, but of course we do not have control of the sea here yet. I think that's because we can't get into here. And you can't even put submarines in there, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. My bad, guys. Shit, I don't know what I just did. Hopefully I didn't mess these guys up at all. Yeah, I just told them to move over here. Messed them up a little bit. But yeah, we can't, I forgot, the Black Sea, and you know, it always causes lots of issues. I mean, you can move planes here, but planes do not get very much naval supremacy. So yeah, we're just not going to be able to get through there. Now, It won't give us access or anything like that, so we can't even go through there. So we might not be able to do these attacks, these invasions. I was hoping to, but yeah, if we can't get in here, then there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, you can't even bring submarines through here, so we can't use those either. I mean, you could send more planes with the hope that that would improve the situation, but I don't think it would. I mean, yeah, we don't even have airspace here for them. I don't think it would improve it much, guys. Just taking a look at where we're at, I mean, yeah, naval supremacy is 23.5%. I mean, that's nothing. So we can try and get it higher, though, from having some fighters here. So that's what we'll do. Let's go and get some fighters going over there, and maybe that'll allow us to gain control. I don't know. We'll see, guys. So we've got fighters back here, and we got tactical bombers here. Okay, so let's just move these fighters here. And I suppose we'll go right here. And then see if that'll allow us to seize control of the skies. Probably not. But we'll try. We'll try, guys. Seeing if we have any other spare fighters. We just have such a shortage of fighters. Just everywhere in general. I'm just seeing if we got any extra fighters anywhere we can pull. We do have a lot over here. Right in this area. But I think it is probably important that we keep them there. I do want to see if there's any attacks we can do here. We can attack right there to reduce the front. And that's exactly what we're going to do, guys. Let's go and attack here. And we should be able to get a win. Yeah, we'll go and attack there. It doesn't actually reduce the size of the front, but it keeps the front the same size. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that. And then also, I wanted to see if we've sunk anything over here. No. Looks like the battle was here. Got some more American screens going through there. Alright, so let's go and continue pushing forward here. It looks like these guys need to ramp up these troops here, so let's go and make this happen, get this finished up. I think the Purple Army will need a new front at that point. I don't know. Once we get all these pockets wiped out, we'll kind of see how things look. At this point, I'm really just concentrating on pushing fronts forward more than anything. Alright, and then if we could just get troops moving forward here along this front. And also, we might want to ask countries for some of their territory, like the Romanians. I don't know if they're going to be willing to give us anything here. Yeah, it looks like they have quite a bit of territory. Yeah, okay, so they should be willing to give us all this territory up here. Now, they're not going to give us Bessarabia, of course, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm going to try and get all this territory in the back here, because, you know, none of this is really theirs. Anyways, I did all the work here. It looks like Kiev is for some reason in their hands. So I'm going to ask for those, and we'll just leave Bessarabia. It looks like they're absolutely fine, as long as we don't ask for the territory they desire. So that'll take a little second to adjust here. Alright, we got that glorious blue here now. We'll take a look and see if the Polish will give us anything. We have the give control, ask control. Alright, so it looks like that's the only one they have, and they're not willing to give it to us, because I think they have a core there, if I'm not mistaken. So we need to get this finished up here. Let's go and have these guys go this away. And then we're going to have these two go up here, or just come take that one, actually. We still need to get Leningrad into our hands. That one hasn't been grabbed just yet. Getting that taken out. Just looking for other areas where we can do some attacks here. Let's go and have those guys go this way. And then let's just keep pushing forward. Right, so he's coming over this way. We have this long line here from these guys attempting to cut them off. And with these ones, we're going to take that airbase, but then remember, we're trying to get this coastline here to cut off the divisions that are going to be in this little pocket that we're creating, this newly formed pocket. So now that the back here is wiped out, let's go and fix some of these situations, which are just ugly, just absolutely ugly. So what we're going to do is take all the Red Army troops and throw them up here. And might want to take some of these guys, have them fixed. Nobody's there assigned to take Leningrad yet. Did we sign that guy? Yeah, we did. So yeah, we're just gonna get rid of these red fronts here, guys. Just move them up there for now. With the exception of this guy, because he's already here, and this guy here, which will have him continue going this way. And he'll go over there. Alright, and then we'll just go and delete all these red fronts here. Just got to do a little bit of front management, guys, because it's pretty bad overall. Let's go ahead and have, you know what, that one should be wiped out soon, so we won't mess with it. Alright, so these guys are going to stretch up around here. And then our purple army, which seems to be signed right there, they're going to cover all of this here. Up to like right about there, I suppose. Let's just take the whole army and get them assigned over here. And then we'll just take like a couple divisions that are close by, like just these ones. Oops. And assign them right there to help us finish this little bit of territory, this little patch of territory here. And I'm trying to get the purple front to stretch out here. We're having some difficulty with it. We're just getting weirdness going, but it's fine. It's fine, guys. Alright, so we've got that taken care of. Got the blue army taken care of. I don't know if there's any armies here that are not assigned. I'm not entirely sure. I want to say we're good. These guys are having supply issues here. Okay, so what we might want to do is stretch them out, though I don't think it's a matter, oh, yep, it is a matter of just too many troops in the supply zone. So let's go ahead and take them and get them kind of spread out a little bit, just so we're not taking attrition. And I want to say if we just moved them over to here, we should be all right. Okay, just kind of stretch them out a little bit. Can these guys do the invasion yet? Probably not. Nope, that's not even the right ones. Is it these guys? And they're still training up one division. What we'll do is let's just stop the training and see if they're ready to go. Not quite, so we'll go ahead and let them finish. Although, they'll be ready in a day, so we'll want that organization good. How far is he? Oh, he's 96%. Let's let him finish. It's pretty close. Alright, so let's see if we won this battle here, which again, we're just doing little battles here and there. And let's go push this guy forward here. And I suppose he can just stay here for right now. And ultimately, I'd like to connect these fronts here, if we can. Alright, so let's dip on back over to the Soviet Union here. Continue our attacks here. Let's just go and attack him there. It wasn't really a matter of if we can win or not. The point here, which we did win. But the point here was mainly just to stop that guy from taking territory, which we've already earned. This guy can come over this way, I suppose. Go ahead and have this guy attack here, just anybody attack here, just to get that done with. We're gonna have this guy push forward here. And he has moved very rapidly, getting that objective done. I'm proud of him. Okay, so yeah, just all our troops kind of moving to the new locations, the new fronts that we've given them. And let's just go ahead and make sure that this gets taken care of here. And if we have any troops that are just sitting here, we'll get them attacking as well. And just have all these guys go straight over there. We are having some fuel issues, a few. Decline that. Let's take a look what we sunk here. We got 2 American submarines there. Okay, just thinking a lot less ships overall at this point. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at our ships, see if there's any that were done training that we needed to take a peek at. Which then it seems that that's not the case. Or I say done training, I mean done building, of course. Let's go and attack these guys over here. And again, have multiple troops attack across Leningrad because, you know, I think they'll end up being a division there that is defending. Let's take a look at the decisions that we have available here. We got war bonds. Okay. So let's just say we're probably not interested in seeing that right now. I want to say we need to do other stuff with our political power. So we'll just go ahead and say we're not interested in seeing that. We got a lot of things we need to do with political power. And as soon as that operative's done, these 2 operatives are done preparing the collaboration government in 15 days, we will then have them do the same thing against the Soviet Union. Prepare a collaboration government against them. All right, so these guys are just sitting here. Let's go and keep pushing forward. We should probably go grab the airbase, actually. And speaking of air bases, we've moved a lot so far, so we should probably reposition our troops. And take advantage of any new air bases we have as well. Gonna move these guys here, and it seems that we can move most of them up anyway. Yeah, we can move 2 up here. And then the rest, we can move 2 of them here. Just so they better cover that zone. And these guys have been bombing over here, doing some strategic bombing, mostly to just try and get us some points towards our war participation. So we're still here. And I think all the planes are pretty close, so we don't need to worry about that. Still here, we're now invading into that territory, so we eventually need to move some of the planes up. I want to say that some of these guys should probably move here, and we now have control of the sky here, but still not control of the sea zone. We're just not there, guys. Again, the planes just can't contribute much, unfortunately. If we put like a ton of planes there, maybe we could get it done. But yeah, I don't know that we'll be able to get it done, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to have done the naval invasion. What I might just end up doing is sending the Green Army troops over here because it's just not going to happen, guys. We'll keep them there for a little bit longer. Let me just see if if I was to send like more planes, like if I sent some of these guys over here to do naval bombing instead, and then also sent a fighter wing here, like would this be enough to get it done? I don't know. We'll see though. We'll try it out, guys. Try it out, see how it works. Because, yeah, I'd really like to be able to send the invasions if we can, but I just don't think you'll be able to do it with planes. A lot of people have said that with in previous campaigns. Oh, you know, just use your planes to get control of the Black Sea so you can do naval invasions across there. And, you know, I have not found planes to be good enough to be able to get control of the seas. It's just, I've never seen them do it before. Like you gotta have like an absolute insane amount of planes, I would assume, just because I haven't seen it happen. So that'd be my guess, is that maybe if you had like, we'll let that guy leave now. Maybe if you had enough planes, then you could get it done. Let's go tack up over this way. But yeah, otherwise, I just don't think that they can do it. Attack over here. And have these guys attack, up here. Again, just trying to get this knocked out. These guys here will be done, and what we'll do is then move up along the coast here to try and cut off any troops that are here. And we'll take that port if we haven't been able to send the invasion by then, which I don't think we will have. Now, one advantage to put more planes over here is that maybe we'll get those Soviet ships sunk that are there. That's one advantage. So, you know what, let's go ahead and send these guys off now. And I don't know if the Purple Army has an order. I don't think they do, so let's go ahead and give them one. And there's just not enough divisions here to really justify not putting the AI in control of this. There's nobody here to stop us. These guys. Yeah, I mean, like, there's nobody here. You know what? These guys don't have an order. Just stop that for a second. Give them an order. Oops. That's an offensive line. And execute. I mean, there aren't any Soviet divisions here, guys. There's like nobody here. I don't know. I know we killed a lot of them. Kind of saved ourselves a lot of trouble by killing them and by cutting them off and destroying them. But I'm guessing there's a lot in Asia. That's what I would assume, guys. Is that there's a lot currently in Asia right now, fighting against the Japanese and the Australians. I mean, we see Soviet troops on our fronts, in fact. The fronts that we have in Indochina. There's troops there. Indochina and China. So, yeah, that's just... It's just the AI, man. I just don't prioritize fronts very well. You know what, this guy can go here. He'll go here. And we'll have the tank try and push forward. Try and get this territory wrapped up. Maybe get that air base. Certainly would make things a little bit easier. We got another destroyer sunk. Also, as we destroy the air bases, yeah, it did allow us to then seize control of the sky. So, I mean, you can see basically it's possible, I suppose. You know, I said it wasn't possible, but it is possible to do it planes. You just can't have any other planes there resisting you, which I don't think they do because of we just took those air bases. And I'm guessing. Okay, so we have one doing naval strike here. But yeah, they're not getting any percentage here. So whatever fighters they had here, it allowed us to get control of the sky, the sea here. Now, remember, we're not doing it fully with planes, though. Should be clear. We do have 11 ships patrolling here. 11 allied ships. I don't know. I don't know that it's possible to do it with just planes. Especially if anybody's resisting you. It seems like it's not. Again, I could be wrong there. I've never seen it with just planes. And it makes sense. But I don't know. Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, what's really stopping you? Oops. My bad, guys. What's really stopping you from doing that attack? Alright, so now we're going to attack over this way, or we're actually going to defend right there because he's attacking over that way. Let's see what we sunk over here. Another American convoy. And it looks like we sunk a lot of convoys throughout here. Yes, sir. A lot of convoys being sunk. Also having some success here. And we might be able to send our troops here, though without naval support. I don't think that would be wise. I'm just all messed up on who's who. We can't send them anyway because we don't have control of the seas. So we might want to go ahead and move some ships over there. Let me just see how we might want to do this. So we've got these guys here doing the naval invasion support. What I think we're going to do, because we're not even doing any of these bombings anymore, or excuse me, any of these landings here. Let's go and place these guys, move them. Let me see where these ones are at. Let's go and tell these guys to cancel any orders they have. And then we're going to move them over here to do... Suppose we can do patrols. I don't know if naval invasion... Oops, shit. I don't know if naval invasion support will increase your... I don't know if that increases your control, but at the very least, they'll start moving over there. Hopefully. They should start moving over there. And it looks like they are not. Okay. So we'll have to move them ourselves. I'm not entirely sure why they don't want to move over there, but we'll make them. All right. So we could go ahead and start patrolling here because there are, there is a Soviet fleet there with capital ships. So let's go ahead and do that. We have, support here, so I don't see any reason not to. These guys are doing strike force, so let's go ahead and increase the patrols into here. Try and gain control of that. We do have the, our main task force assigned to help those guys. So hopefully we'll do okay. They don't really have any ability to bomb us here, but they do have a decent sized fleet there. So we'll just have to see. But let's go ahead and have these guys turn off the naval invasion support and go ahead and turn on the strike force so that we can support our ships a little bit better. And then we have the convoy rating here. That's these guys. Let's go ahead and let me just see the differences to where these two are assigned. All right, let's just pull back here. In fact, let's go ahead and pull back on all their locations over here and have them instead base out of this area here. And maybe we'll have a little bit more success sinking American stuff. And then these guys will then take over the regions that we pulled back on. Go and pull out of that because clearly having some issues there. Go ahead and place these guys here as well. And that looks pretty good. Looks solid. Again, we don't have a lot of task force doing that. We took some serious hits to our submarine fleet, guys. Good God, man. Took a lot of losses there. And yeah, just a lot of troops just sitting around here not doing anything. So let's go and push them forward. Make them do some work. Lazy bastards. Alright. We got Leningrad as well. And we might need to go ahead and change our planes again. Now, typically what happens when I have to do a lot of this plane management, I often have a lot of people say, oh, why don't you assign the planes to, the armies, because you can do that. I actually made an entire video of why you should not do that. And we're going to go ahead and tell these guys to stop doing strategic bombing here, and we are going to move them over here, and instead see if we can't do strategic bombing. Nope, we cannot. All right, well, instead, let's go ahead and have them help us with some bombing then, with naval bombing. Yeah, I'll just do naval bombing here then. Use that nice range because they can cover the whole zone. But yeah, I made an entire video of why you should not put your planes under the control of the AI. They do a terrible job of it, and I kind of point out in that video the issues that they have with it. So you should not put your planes under control of the AI if you can avoid it. Let's go ahead and get these guys moving a little bit closer. We have a couple closer air bases, not much. We'll go ahead and take advantage of them. I think we might actually overstaff there, but whatever, it's fine. We need to get into central Russia. We need more planes there. We actually have a little bit of space here, so what we'll do is we'll take these guys here, move them right there, and then have them help us out in central Russia. We can try and gain control of the skies there. All right, so let's go make sure these guys continue to push forward. We should probably put them on aggressive. I think that's the reason why we're not really seeing them push forward as much as I'd like. So let's go and put them on aggressive, all the troops on aggressive, because, when they're on the default setting, they try their best, and these guys here don't have a front. This is really not necessary having them here. I was going to put the troops that were training into them, but yeah, it's really not necessary to have these guys here, so we're just going to move them back to Paris, because we can easily do this without them. And having another front that I have to manage when it's only like, you know, it's only 3 divisions. I just don't want to have to manage them, frankly. Alright, so let's just try and get this wrapped up here. Get this territory again. I'm noticing that the troops are not pushing forward here. So that's not good. Do your goddamn job, man. Alright, so yeah, let's go and continue pushing these guys on aggressive. Because again, when they're on the default setting, they try their best. They try their best to not get too far ahead of the rest of the army, so they don't get cut off from supply, like this kind of shit here. They try and avoid this, which, when you are dominating, is obviously unnecessary. So I'm gonna have that guy go over there, and this guy will go here. Try and get these little pockets wiped out. Finished up. Get those air bases as well, so we'll have better control of the skies. Continuing pushing forward here. And make sure we've got troops pushing forward throughout here. See, we already got somebody doing that. I think they also need to consider, like, if somebody is already... Every time I play with the AI in control, I end up having a lot of suggestions for things that they could improve. But one of the things I'd like to see them improve on is, like, if 2 divisions are going into the same empty province, like, that just seems wasteful. And they should be able to consider that. Like, obviously, if there is a division there, then you need to, just in case here, we'll fight them. Then yeah, you may need to attack with more than 1 division. But typically, that's not the case. And we actually need to get this guy coming back over here. And then this guy will back over there. I know he just lost a little bit of movement, but that's okay. Have these guys push up over here now. And these guys will push up over this way. So we need to kind of thicken this up a bit. Looks like they're working on doing that now. We'll go ahead and help out with this tank unit here. The Green Army troops are here now as well, so what we're going to do is... Oh, good God. We're just going to delete their fucking front. Because that is a disaster. Good God, man. Yeah, they just drew it across the entire front there. And they're going to be covering up to that city there. And we will give them an order as well to start pushing forward here, because there's nobody here to stop them. Before we do that, though, let's go and get these troops, which again I kept here because of obvious reasons. We didn't want to wait. Didn't want to wait for them. Right, and then these guys here, let's go ahead and give them an order to also advance. So let's go ahead and push them, have them start pushing forward, and we'll do the initial attacks because otherwise they'll send all 3 of those divisions to 1 province. And same thing with these guys, and they'll probably attack there, which I don't really want them to do. So let's make sure that they all go over this way. I don't want them to attack that province for right now. Just for right now. Eventually we want them to come up over here and cover this, but I would like them to cut that guy off. So I know we're about to lose that naval base, but I am not too worried about the AI right now. Soviets ain't gonna do shit. And apparently we have a lot of troops coming down here, so I'll move them over here. We already have troops swiping that out. Just going to have these guys push forward, and I did not want all of them to. My bad, I still had them selected. So I'm going to have these guys push forward. Let's see what we did over here. Take a look. Looks like we've helped bomb, perhaps? Or our submarines were there. Okay, sunk a convoy. Got a light cruiser sunk as well. But yeah, I really want to get some planes over here, guys. Really like to get some planes, some fighters, I mean, to help us out there. And we have sunk some more Soviet destroyers. Okay, excellent. And let's just take a look, see what these naval invasions are about. Ooh, okay. Looks like they're trying to invade some of our territory here. This has kind of been a consistent issue here. And I don't know how they're planning on invading Greece. I don't know who's planning on doing that, but I don't think we have to worry about it, guys. I believe we've got it covered. I don't think anybody's going to be attacking Greece. All right, and then let's go ahead and have these guys also get a front because they're going to keep on trying to leave here. And I'm not really too worried about planning bonuses. There's literally one division here, so it's not a concern. Alright, so, yeah, they're not really pushing forward here, so we're going to have to kind of force them to. They're a little bit worried about the fact they don't have all their divisions here just yet. And keep on taking territory. So I didn't think we would be able to get these guys conquered this episode. I figured it was going to be, somebody thought I was going to do it in one episode, which even with the AI in control, I don't think you'd do it in one episode unless you just let it play on speed 5 and give the AI complete control and didn't even try and fix any all of their, you know, many stupid mistakes that they make. I mean, even if you didn't try and fix all that stuff, I don't think you could do it in one episode. Oh, maybe, I don't know. If you play on speed 5, I suppose maybe you could do it. But if you play the way I play, there's no way you're gonna do it in one video, I think. All right, so let's go and get these guys destroyed now that they are cut off. And, you know, cleverly they were going straight for that front, or for that port. But yeah, as you can see, guys, most of them are attacking the same area, so the same provinces. So we'll fix them, make them go after different provinces. Oops. And we don't have a lot of troops over here just yet, but yeah, there's nobody here defending this territory. I won't even give them any planes just yet. I would like to give them some. We do have an air base there. I suppose now that we have this done with, and we don't have to worry about fighters anymore, what we could do is go ahead and take the fighters and move them over here so that we can move faster through this region. I guess that would be good. What I want to do with these guys, though, is I really want some planes over here, so we're going to move these guys over here. All right. Just try and make some adjustments, fix a few things. You know, maybe move these guys up over to here, move these ones. You see here, those guys are already moving. Let's move these guys over to here. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up here. I think we're good to go. Keep the 400 naval bombers there. And what else do we have here? The close air support. Okay, so we actually don't have that many naval bombers. So let's go ahead and have these guys go here. I know that we don't have fighters there, but that's okay for right now. And are we still fighting here? We are, so we'll just keep a little bit of close air support here. And then bring these fighters over to here, help us out in central Russia. A little bit of planes are going to be needed here, but not as many as we currently have. So let's just go ahead and move. Are these all fighters? No. Well, okay. Looks like we're going to have to do this a little bit differently. We'll have to have these guys go here. That's fine. So a lot of planes assigned there. We're going to bring some down this way eventually. What I might do, because we're just about out of this zone, let's go and take a fighter. It looks like these guys are already moving over to here, so let's go and have them help us out over here. And just going to take one of these close air supports and move them over here as well. Okay, so really at this point, it's just plane management. Just plane management, guys. Let's take a look at our operatives here, see if they're done, or how much longer. 3 more days. 3 more days until they're complete. And then we'll get better compliance there. Now, I would like to, I wonder if we can beat these guys here. We can, despite the fact we had no organization, so we will. Let's go and take that there, and then we'll have this guy attack over here. He gets there in time. We got the new destroyers, the new destroyer hull, I should say. We could go in and get them their stuff first before we start building them, I suppose. Or we could, this is what we'll do. Let's go ahead and get the depth charges. The Americans have some submarines, and speaking of naval battles, we just sunk their pride of the fleet, a old carrier, their battleship, 4 light cruisers, shot down some planes. So that was a big battle there. But yeah, what I want to go ahead and do, guys, rather than getting the, and what is it that we have? Oh yes, I never updated these. My bad, guys, my bad. Fix that. Let's leave a little alert up there, and I didn't even see it. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just have them build like one more of each of these 2 destroyers. They'll get that done in November. You know what, let's just build 2 more. We'll build 2 more of these, each of these 2 destroyers, and then hopefully we'll have that tech done in time. If we don't, we'll just build them as they are. Alright, so that looks pretty good. We're still waiting on that one tech, the guns, for our battleships before we build any new battleships. And this guy stay on this front here. Just go and start pushing forward. And actually, we don't really need these guys on this front. We have the Green Army here, so I'm going to pull that back. Necessary for them to move up here. They already have a wide enough front as it is.
Écoutez.
Let's have these guys start pushing forward here. And so, as we are moving very rapidly, you can see that we're kind of getting stymied a little bit simply just because we don't have enough divisions up along, you know, the actual fronts, so they can push forward and stuff. A lot of troops just sitting around not doing anything either. That doesn't help. So I'm gonna get those guys cut off. These guys push forward here. And taking that. Okay, excellent. So let's just take a look at our fronts now, see if any adjustments need to be made. I assume we should fix this blue army front. Now, the red army doesn't really need to be all the way up here because there's not really any... I want them kind of focusing on taking victory points, like key victory points like Moscow, and then we're going to want them down here. So we can go ahead and pull back this red army here by quite a bit. And go ahead and also just give them a new, which we're probably just going to have to adjust all the fronts. So let's just do that now. Purple army is fine, but we'll need to redraw this one. All right.
Attention.
Give them a new order here. And execute. Give these guys a new order as well. And they'll be pushing up here largely. We're going to be pulling them back, I think, if I can tell where they're at. It's kind of hard to see, but we're going to pull them back here so they can concentrate on the conquest up here in the north. And so let's go ahead and tell them to execute it. And then the purple army, whose front has gotten very tiny. These are lazy guys. Purple armies constantly seems to be trying to avoid work. Remember, they're the ones that sat on the Maginot Line forever. And they are just trying to avoid work, man. You can see. All right, let's go ahead and get these guys a order as well. Just go ahead and start pushing forward that away. All right, excellent. So they should be continuing to take territory here. Looks like we won there. That was unnecessary. We could easily cut them off. Instead, we're going to attack them across. Okay, no stopping it. Instead, we attack them across a river. That's smart. It's real smart. Alright, getting that territory taken. Let's see how we're doing on here. It looks like we have finished this up, so let's just go and take these guys here, put them back onto the front over there. And where's he going? Alright, doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's go ahead and push forward here. No reason to be moving to another front there. And what we can go ahead and do now is just take all these, just get rid of this, and then have the Green Army down here to avoid some of the confusion that I think we're going to see here. Just kind of get them coming all the way down here. Alright, excellent. So they'll make some adjustments there. We just got a lot of troops that came down here. Let's go ahead and have these guys come over here now. Get all that taken for us. Just continue to push forward and get these Soviets destroyed, man. Let's go this way. They have another air base there that we want to get wiped out. And I know that these guys are supposed to be leaving here, but they're here, so we're going to use them. And let's make sure we always have troops pushing forward here. In fact, these guys are going to the same damn location. Let's go and fix that. Moscow is within our grasp here. So we should hopefully have it quite soon. I'll go up this way. It looks like we've got some front problems. Alright, so the Purple Army, his front has adjusted some. Yeah, this is all getting messed up here. Yeah, the Purple Army's front is a little bit too wide now in the south. Alright. So yeah, when you put the AI in control, it's more, rather than making like strategic decisions of how to cut people off, or I guess more tactical decisions, cutting people off and which provinces to go after and good stuff like that, fun stuff like that. When you put the AI in control, it's boring front management, which is why I've never been a big fan of it. I know some people, though, get really frustrated when I control every single division. I never really understood that. I know it can be slow. I guess there's that. But I mean, like, you can watch the game on the video on a faster setting. I know some people like doing that. I think the voice sounds weird, so I've never been a fan of doing it. But is it these guys here? Can we still not send them yet? Looks like we do not have control. But yeah, you can put them on a faster setting. You can also... We got some ships done over here. We got 3 submarines done. Nice. But yeah, in addition to putting on faster setting, you can also just skip ahead. That's always an option too. Let's go ahead and get some sharks here. And put these guys onto convoy rating. Have a little bit more submarine support there. Remember, we've got a lot more submarines building in now. And we can do the recruit in the Soviet Union. Let's go and say, oh yes, that's right. We want to do it up here. So we're not interested in seeing that. Do we need any of these, like tungsten or aluminum? Okay, it's aluminum here that we can develop. Do we need aluminum? I don't actually know. Let's take a look. We do not. There's really not much that we need here. We are trading for oil, but apparently not enough. But I'm not going to trade for any more because, I mean, we're about to seize the Soviet oil supplies. So, yeah, we'll have plenty enough oil soon enough, guys. Won't be much longer here till we're going to be doing great on oil. And we have taken Moscow now. And at the end of the episode, we'll take a look at how they're looking. Let's go and get the air base there. How they're looking at getting them to capitulate. Let's go and again take a look at the air situation. Get our planes out of air zones that are where they're no longer needed. Let's go and take these guys here. Get them moving over here. And these guys can go help us cover there. And let's see how else we want to do it. So don't need these guys over here anymore. Just seeing where we have the greatest shortage. Looks like up there in the north, but that's not as important, frankly. Let's go ahead and have these guys go here and go after Stalingrad. And we'll also probably move the close air support. Just see where we might want these guys. We'll probably move them here. And just go in. I guess they can stay there. Do more ground crews in some of these areas here instead of where they were at. Alright, so that looks good for now. Okay, so just continue to push forward, and we only got a couple more minutes left before we're going to end the episode here, guys. Again, I didn't expect that we'd get them to capitulate this episode, which is probably a good thing too, because I don't really have time to do a full peace treaty. Those things take fucking forever, especially for a faction as large as the Comintern. These guys they're a massive faction. It took us a long time to beat them too. Let's go after that victory point there. Get this airbase too. I mean, we can grab that airbase. Probably save some planes, man. We're likely having difficulty in the skies. Alright, so yeah, we've got Moscow now, which is excellent news. Proud of my guys here. And now we just need to go after Stalingrad. And also just kind of continue watching this front here, making sure that people aren't doing stupid stuff. So these guys push forward here. They are moving some divisions down here, a couple here and there. But yeah, you can see how much quicker it does go when you're not manually controlling things. But again, the reason why I'm typically opposed to it is because of the massive casualties they take. Now, we hopefully shouldn't have those issues in this one, though we will take slightly higher casualties with the AI in control. But the main reason why it's not going to affect us that much is because there's nobody here to kill our troops. Like, there's just nobody to stop us, man. We just don't have any troops here. No troop numbers at all. Let's go here and here. We'll try and get around that troop there, although it's going to be really hard to do with the AI in control because, again, they don't really care about such things. And I guess we'll let him finish taking that and then go across the river there. Keep on going, guys. Moving towards Stalingrad. And he's going here, so we'll have this one go here. And yeah, I'm just going to keep on attacking these guys, man. I mean, we'll eventually get behind that guy, I'm sure. Oh, let's go and have these guys push forward here now. And these guys can push forward over this way. Alright, so making very, very good progress on getting these guys defeated here. Looks like, yeah, this needs to be finished up here. It looks like a lot of those troops are assigned there, so let's go and fix that. Just that one division could take care of that for us. We are in the middle of winter right now as well. Well, not the middle of winter, but it's November, guys. So you can expect that any attacks we do, we're going to take higher casualties than we normally would, simply because of the the penalties in the wintertime. So they do have convoys still going throughout here. Let's take a look, see what we've done here, and we are in fact going to be ending the episode here as well. Let's see if we've gotten any large ships destroyed. No, but we did lose one of our submarines. Okay. We'll take a look at the front here. We did attack there. We could probably perhaps cut some troops off, like here. Yeah, I think we could go ahead and do that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to attack over here, and I'm going to make sure he goes that way, because, I'm going to forget about this. And then what we'll do is we'll just kind of support with these guys here. All right, excellent. So we'll do that, and then we'll try and cut those troops off there. Looks like we bombed the Black Sea Fleet there. And let's go ahead and take a look at the casualties, guys. Also, I want to see if those operatives are done yet. They should be pretty damn close. Yeah, they did finish up. So if we were to take a look, yeah, you can see it here now. Where is this? So we've completed that. And that increased collaboration by 45%. Okay. I think it originally said 20%. Maybe it has something to do with, not entirely sure what it has to do with, but yeah, that's quite helpful. So if we were to just look at the occupied territory now, we've already got it sorted by compliance. And so the British should be sitting at like 50% or something like that, if I had to guess. German Empire is currently at 48%. Maybe I'm wrong. Italy 62%. Venezuela, Portugal. Yeah, I can't seem to find them here. Huh. Yeah, we're down to 12%. Maybe it's higher than I thought it was. Could just be missing it here, but I'm not seeing the British at all. I mean, there's a lot of places we're occupying. We'll just have to scroll through here, because yeah, I really want to know where they're at now. Maybe I'm just scrolling past them, but yeah, I'm not seeing them. There's Belgium, Luxembourg, Italy. Okay, Egypt. Given they do have a different flag, because they were the communist, or I think they have a different flag still. It's Carlos Spain. They're Union of Britain. Is that 8%? Huh. Has it just not happened yet? Maybe we need to give it a second. But yeah, it's not. It's only at 80%. It's only at 8% right now. Huh. All right. Not entirely sure what's going on there. But let's go and get the operatives. Now going against the Soviet Union here. Same thing, guys. Let's go ahead and do the agency. And it looks like we do not have a high enough network, because that's right. We took Moscow, so. And we would have lost the entire intel network. Yeah, it's a shame. There's only a couple places to send them that we're about to take. We'd have to move them over here to get any kind of an intel network, more than likely, to be able to keep it, I mean. So yeah, let's go and move over there. Maybe we're going to have to do it all over again, guys, which is a shame. I hate the way this works. It needs to be fixed, man. And then, I don't know if this is changed at all by, where the city's at. We'll go and put that guy there. I know that with each one, it is less effective. So we have one guy left that we can go and do against the Americans here. I thought we already had somebody in America. Apparently not. So we're going to move somebody there now. All right, guys. So we'll end this episode by taking a look at the casualties, guys. So we're at 180,000, 23,000, or excuse me, 29, almost 30,000 against the Soviet Union. So really not that bad. Because again, they don't have any troops to fight us. We have killed 2.7 million. I would have thought we would have killed a lot more by this point, after everything that we've done there. Yeah, but apparently not. Japanese have killed 5 million. Good God. 2.3 million against the British. And let's just take a look at the Americans here. And we've killed 271,000 of theirs, while they've only killed 13,000 of ours. So their losses are at 24 million compared to our 6.59 million, and that includes the Japanese, I think. Yeah, it includes the 4.86 million of the Japanese. So our side has only taken 802,000 casualties against the Comintern. We currently have 33% of the war participation. Yeah, that is not anywhere near where it should be. Good God. Yeah, why aren't we getting more credit for, I mean, we're conquering the whole Soviet Union. It's just ridiculous. I hate the system here. It just doesn't make any damn sense. You can see, look at how much occupation points we're getting, how much we're getting for sinking enemy ships, but the casualties, we're not getting anything for casualties. I'm curious why we don't have anything for bombing. I'm guessing our tactical bombers were being disrupted, so they weren't bombing any factories because they didn't have fighter support. Soviet Union's currently 74% towards capitulation, and remember we still have to get China defeated as well, which they're currently at 67% towards capitulation. Mexico looks like they're in trouble too. And just taking a look at the situation here in China, it does look like they've kind of slowed down on their efforts to advance into Chinese territory a bit. But these two are cut off here. I mean, they have a port, but they don't have a port, so there's no port that connects to the capital, I mean. So these guys are all cut off from supply, them too. So it should be pretty easy for them to wrap that up, you'd think. Okay, I see. Never mind. I did not understand the borders here. Yeah, okay, so they're not cut off from supply. I was thinking something entirely different. So they're good there. They got a lot more territory to take to get them to capitulate. They'll probably have to take at least all this here. And of course they got to take Beijing as well. That'll probably have a big impact on it. I guess these are both 20, and they're both 20 points. So yeah, both of these will have fairly big impact on getting them to capitulate. And both of them are pretty close to being taken. Alright guys, so we are going to end the episode here. Hope you guys did enjoy it. I expect that the Soviet Union should surrender next episode, and we'll have the peace treaty with the Comintern if China's defeated as well, which I'm really hoping they will be, and we're going to start helping them with that too. I mean, there's a lot of Soviet troops here, so I mean, it would be really easy to cut some of these guys off, like right there. So maybe we'll start focusing on this front a little bit more, because I'd hate to be in a situation where the Soviet Union capitulates, but now we're waiting on China. So I think we're going to start helping out a little bit more there. Maybe even send some divisions there. We have divisions that are done training. We could send like an entire like motorized or tank army here, though I was planning on using that one to help out here. We've just been really slow in trying to get this invasion done. And oh shit, look at this, guys. I completely missed this. They have invaded over here, and they have our territory. Okay, so we're going to have to react to that. I'll do that next episode. But yeah, they've done an invasion here, and they have a port. I did not see that. So that's what's going on here. We do not have our planes here anymore. They're now over here. Okay, that doesn't affect anything. But anyways, the point is that they have they've done a successful naval invasion and even got a port while I wasn't paying attention. So we're gonna need to get this fixed. These guys will be easy to cut off and destroy. These guys should be too, if we can, you know, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this now while I'm thinking about it, because otherwise I am going to forget. Yeah, you already know I'm gonna forget. And let's have these guys go across here, with the exception of one to stay there and defend it. All right, so leave a couple here. But yeah, we are going to need to grab that port and get these guys destroyed. We have more troops over here that we can use as well, which I might go and send these up along here next episode. Yeah, I didn't even see that naval invasion, guys. It was clearly there, but yeah, I just missed it. Apparently I missed it over here as well. All right, well, is that it right there? Yeah, it looks like they could even be doing more naval invasions. All right, so we need more ships over here. So we'll do that next episode. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next episode, and thanks for watching, guys.